Hello, my nosy neighbors. We're back again with another reaction video. My friend went through my phone. I mean, what was in your phone that your friend couldn't see? That's what I want to know. I mean, I know we all want some personal time, our privacy, but I'm just wondering how this is going to turn out. Like, my friend went through my phone. And y'all know the deal. It's time to sit back, relax. I got my drink and I got my snacks. So it's time for you to grab all your stuff. Don't worry, I'll wait. Are you back? Okay. Wait, I don't see anyone. Oh, there you are. Okay, let's go. Let's start this video. Part 1 of part 6. I don't know how many we're gonna do, but there's 6 parts of this. But let's get started. Let's see what she's talking about. Like, what could have been so bad that your friend found in your phone that it requires a story time? Let's see.
I found out. So I'm about to do a story time on how I found out one of my close friends went through my phone after a drunk night of us going out. So where do I start? Basically, we had went out this one night to some happy hour thing in Brooklyn. And we got there, vibes was good, drinks was good, food was good. So as the night goes on, I started to get like we both started to get like real drunk, and I don't know, I didn't really notice it. You know how when like you sitting down but you drinking, I don't know, it don't hit you until you really like get up. So we was getting drink.
So here's the information right there. Where did my napkin go? They were drunk. Emotions are high when you're drunk. That makes sense. Let me grab a napkin, y'all. So they was out partying, getting a little drunk. Let's keep going. Okay?
Because they had like $5 drinks, $2 shots. We was getting mad shots, just taking shots, drinking drinks, whatever.
My boyfriend's mocking me. If y'all hear him in the background, excuse him. Not everybody can do reactions like Mizz Montana, okay? Let's get back to the video.
So when we was going to leave, I was super drunk, and honestly, like, I remember up to once we got back to her house. I guess because she was close, her house was closer to the place that we was at. So I ended up going to her house and spending the night because, I was a little bit further and she didn't want me to go home by myself or get an Uber by myself. So I ended up going to her house. So I remember when we got to her house, I just remember I was throwing up, felt really, really sick. So it's in bits and pieces I don't really remember. I think I was blacked out at that point. I don't know. I know I just fell asleep or whatever at her house, and when I woke up, you know how you wake up like from a drunk night and you with your friends and y'all just talk about like the night before or whatever, or like, girl, you was bugging, or girl, you was doing this, like we was mad drunk, like you know how that
We've
be
all
when
had
you go
those
out with your
nights.
friend and y'all just analyze the whole night and talk about it and laugh about it or whatever, right? So, I get up and I'm feeling like super hungover, whatever, but I'm like, communicating, whatever, trying to talk about the night. And I automatically like sense like weird vibes from her. Like she wasn't
Mm.
really communicating with me like how, she normally would be.
Wow. That's never happened to me. I've reminisced, the night before with the girlfriends and stuff like that, but I never had like weird vibes or like, one of us is like doesn't really want to talk or like has beef in the morning. I mean, we have some stories like, girl, you got to kicked out the club. We had to drag you out, you know, things like that. But like nothing that like the next day we're like, I don't know if I want to rock with her no more. I'm not really talking to her no more. Maybe I'll give it one time. College, maybe college, but like nothing else really for real. Have any of y'all ever went through that? Had a crazy night. You wake up in the morning and you reevaluate and you're like, you know what? Nah, I don't think I feel the same about so and so no more.
So I'm like, okay, maybe she feels sick too. Like maybe she just don't want to talk. I don't know. So I gave her space or whatever. And I think probably like an hour later, she started to cook breakfast or whatever. So mind you, she slept in her bedroom and I slept in the living room. So I was kind of like in and out of sleep. So when I had woke up, that's when I had seen her like cooking breakfast or whatever. So at this point, like while she's cooking breakfast, I was up way before she even finished cooking or whatever. So she brings a plate to me or whatever. Didn't even ask me if I wanted breakfast. Just brought me the plate and like didn't say nothing. So I'm still mad confused. What did I do? I'm trying to
At
think
least
about
she
the night.
fed
Like
you.
did I do something last night? What did I do? I don't know. It was just weird. So I know we was both going. I She lives in Manhattan. So I was in Manhattan at the time. She was coming to Brooklyn because she had a funeral to go to. And I was going back
Mm.
to Brooklyn too to go home. So we was gonna go together or whatever. So I just started getting ready or whatever, and then, whenever she was ready, we left out to go to where we was going. So at this point she's like communicating a little bit with me more, like, as we on our way to get to Brooklyn or whatever, but not really that much. So I'm still thinking in my head like, what the fuck? Also, I left this part out. So when I woke up, um, I noticed my phone wasn't near me. It was like in a whole nother area, like on a table somewhere. And when I went to go pick it up
That
to
would have
go
been
put it
weird
on
to
the
me too.
charger, it was
Like,
dead.
where's my phone?
So yeah, keep that part in mind. Stay tuned for part two. So I'm about to do a story time on how.
What? That's all in part one? We could have skipped that part. Let's go to part two.
Story time part two of how I found out my friend went through my phone. So I left off where we was on our way to Brooklyn. I was going home. She was going to a funeral. She wasn't really communicating. She was communicating with me, but not much. So it's still like feeling weird. Like, when you close with somebody, you know how they act. You know when something is off. You know when they're acting funny. Like, you know how your friend acts. You could sense their vibe and pick up any little thing. So that's what it was given. I know she wasn't being herself. She wasn't really like, we wasn't interacting how we normally would on a daily basis. So it was just weird and I felt it like 100%.
Okay.
So I get home and the day goes by or whatever. I don't think I heard from her. Yeah, I don't think I think I told her I was home or something like that once I got home or something like that, and she was like, okay, whatever. But the rest of the day, I didn't hear from her. I felt like I text, and then the next day, I think I texted her, but she didn't respond to me.
Mm.
Also,
So the
so
whole
my
day went
birthday's
by.
coming up, so we were planning a trip to go to Jamaica. So her and a couple of my other friends there in the chat, and we're talking, how to be when you in the chat with your friends about like what's going on with the trip, when is everybody paying in, da da da. So I noticed she's not really responding. I think actually day two of her not responding.
I feel like when people don't respond in the group chat, that's definitely a sign of like, okay, something's off. Unless maybe it's a work day and they're super busy. But I think for most people, when everyone's going back and forth, catty, 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 and one person's kind of like low on words or not saying much, especially when you have a trip coming up, y'all are actually planning on stuff, excited about something. Yeah, something's off. Something's off. Now, I did think it was a little weird that she thought it was weird that her friend, like they didn't talk for the rest of the day. Like, I don't know if they have a relationship where they talk like all day long every day, but I know I don't talk every day with like even my best friends. So I guess that I wouldn't have initially thought that maybe like something was off, especially if I knew like she had brought up the funeral, that she had plans or something or things going on. But I don't know. I don't know. Ain't my friendship, but let's just keep going. Let's keep going. I'm trying to get nosy, but it's taking a long time to pick up. Where's the drama? Let's sip to that. To the nosiness. To the drama.
Responding to chat, I had text her, but it wasn't even in regards to the chat. I think I just had text her like saying hey or something like that, but she didn't respond to me. So when I went on
Mm.
Facebook, I seen she was like resharing stuff that was like along the lines of like, oh, like fake friends and be careful who you have around you. People are fake. So I'm
Subliminals.
like
Social media
trying to like I
subliminals.
still don't know. I'm still
I know everybody watching this right now know about social media subliminals. We've all done it. Whether it was for towards a friend, a coworker, a spouse, a significant other. I mean, at least once in your life. I know you posted a social media subliminal. So I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear it. I don't. Oh my goodness, I just totally forgot. You know what? I need all y'all to make sure that you go follow this beautiful lady as well and support her TikTok. Let me see if I can pull her name up real quick. Because that's important. That's important. Let me tell y'all real quick, okay? We are listening to a story time from Miss. I'm so sorry, ma'am, that I completely forgot, okay? Story time from Miss All About Jazz. Please, y'all, go follow Miss All About Jazz. I'm gonna make sure that I put her TikTok in the description box so you can support her, okay? Now let's get back to this story time, okay? Because I'm ready for it to pick up. Like, what did you find? What did you find? Part one was a drag. I'm just gonna be honest, okay? All About Jazz. I could have did without part one, or part one and part two could have been part one. But I get it. I get it. We want the views. I get it. Well, let's go.
still confused because it's like, all right, you're not responding in the group chat, the trip chat. You're not responding to me, and I text you separately. But you're on Facebook saying how friends is fake and be careful who you're around. People would talk about like I don't know what confused. So again, I'm still trying to be understanding.
Now, here's the real thing. Like, were you really confused? Like, deep down in your heart, were you talking about her? Was there something that she had going on that you feel like she wouldn't want to see or want to know? But I guess if you think that information is hidden or nobody seen it, of course you would be confused. But I don't know. I feel like after like going out, spending the night, whatever, and then my phone's there, it's not near me, and someone's acting weird. I mean, I feel like I would have been like, okay, maybe they saw something. And then how long do you go before you just ask straight up, like, what's going on? Like, why are you acting weird? You know? Something on my lip? Oh, no, I'm tripping. My bad, y'all. My bad. I like, had a cut.
And I'm like, now I'm just coming up with all types of scenarios in my head. Like, all right, so maybe,
Oh, now she
I
want to
know
come
she
up with
just went to a
scenarios.
funeral. Maybe she's just going through it. And, whatever she posted on Facebook don't got nothing to do with me
That
because
time.
I ain't do nothing. And, like, I started to remember the night or whatever. And I'm like, nothing happened that night. Like, I ain't do nothing. So again, I gave her space. Now I'm talking to my other friends. I'm asking them like, I'm telling them the situation, and they like, nah, you think it's too hard. Like maybe she just, like you said, like maybe she just going through it. Like I know friends go through stuff. I'm not a clingy friend, so like if I don't hear from you for a day or two or three, like I don't take it personal because I be busy and I be in my own thoughts myself. So I'm not that type of friend that's like, oh, I didn't hear from you for 2 days, like you fake. So it's like I'm not taking it no type of way really that she's not responding to me, but it was just starting to get a little bit weird to me that she wasn't responding in the
Right.
chat or to me, but then posting stuff on Facebook.
I mean, that's weird.
I don't know. It was just like, all right,
I'll give her that. It is getting weird after that. You ignoring everybody, but you posting online. I feel like I would feel some type of way, like, dang, you straight up ignore me. Like, what did I do? What's wrong with you? I think I've done that before. Ignore people, but they see me posting online. And that's the thing. If people don't hear from you and you posting online, at least they know that you're okay. Like, okay, yeah, so and so's posting. I know they're alive. But then, like, if you're being weird and it actually seems like you're like literally ignoring them on some weird stuff, and then you post some weird stuff, it's just giving like, oh, okay, yeah, what's going on? Like,
my birthday's coming up. Like we all talking in chat, we finalizing things. You not saying nothing, so now it's becoming confusing for me because it's like we trying to progress on like what we're booking or whatever the case may be, but we're not. getting a response
I'm
from this
tired of
one
it going
person
in and out.
in the chat. So I'm saying to my friend, like, should I remove her from the chat? Should we still go through with the
Remove it from the
plans and
chat. Dang.
like, pay for
Serious now.
everything and
Removing her from
exclude
the
her
chat.
out? Like, I'm confused. And being that I'm not having no
She
communication
really
with
would have been
her,
mad if you removed her from the
I
chat.
didn't know what to do.
Think she mad
Stay
now.
tuned for part 3.
Okay, let's go to part
Story
3
time part.
because part 2. I mean, it was I still feel like part 1 and part 2 could have been together, but I digress. I mean, that video was about 4 minutes. So, but anyway, let's just keep going. Hopefully, pick up. Part 3 don't even want to play. Like, hello, part 3 was going to what? Like, the internet go out? Like, what's happening? It's because I was talking mess. She said, "Oh no, all about Josh." Was like, "You're not even gonna watch the rest because you keep talking about me and my video." What is going on? Seriously. Let's go back to part 2.
Story time
Yeah,
part
part 2
2 of how
works.
I.
Oh yeah.
Story time part.
She mad at me. All about Jazz is mad at me. Let's try to get this together. Let's see. I have no idea what happened because it was playing on my phone, but I think I got it. So back to part 3. Let's get it cracking. I had to go to her page and pull it up from her page. I think she's mad that I keep talking about her not understanding why someone's mad and that her video keep going out.
It's days that's been gone by now, and she still didn't respond to me or
Days now?
anything, but still
Now
like
it's getting
posting
weird.
stuff on social media, like Instagram, all that.
I still posting?
So now I'm like, all right, I'm thinking about it, right? So I go through my search bar in my phone and I type in her name because I'm like, all right, have I said anything about this girl? So I type it in or whatever, and the only thing that pops up is conversations with me and my brother. So I'm about to give y'all the backstory right now. So probably
Okay,
like a
so
year prior,
she
I
found
did like a
something.
party for my birthday. In like a hall, my friends came, some of my family came, and my brother was there, and everybody was drunk. She was super drunk, and I guess she like started to like my brother or whatever the case may be. I don't know. So the end of that night, when we had went back home, like once the party was over, everybody had came, like my family and stuff. We packed everything up, and we came back to my house to like bring everything back and to settle in. I was drunk. I was asleep. Like I went to sleep. I heard about all of this the next morning. But she was there. She ended up coming to my house, but I think someone gave her a ride home or something like that. So yeah, she was like, my brother was telling me that she was like asking for his number and like just like flirting with him. So my brother, like, he's a really nice guy. So he ended up just giving the girl, like giving her his number or whatever. And he didn't really expect much from it.
So like how old's the brother? Like what's the problem? Like I want to know what's the problem. Like I mean, I know sometimes friends don't like their friends to date their siblings. So I totally get that. But I'm just trying to understand. So like she thought your brother was cute. She liked your brother, perhaps, like what's the problem? You can have a little crush or something. We're not allowed to have a little crush or something. I mean, if you're cute, you're cute. What can we do about it? Let's see what happens. See if it's getting juicy now because I'm waiting. I don't know if I'm waiting. I know I'm a little nosy neighbors. We waiting.
So days go by, and my brother starts to tell me that she's been like texting him or whatever, like calling him baby,
Ooh.
blowing his phone down. And I'm asking my brother, like, like, have y'all like linked or anything like that? Like, what energy are you giving her? So he's
Right.
like, I barely be like it'd be regular conversations, but out of nowhere, she just started to like make it seem like she was my girl, like some weird delusional shit. So I'm like, that's weird. So it starts to get crazy. Like,
So it's given why the brother didn't just tell her like, hey, yo, you my sister's, best friend, you my sister's friend. I don't like you like that. It's cool for us to be friends, but the way you texting is getting a little out of hand. I'm sorry, I misinterpreted the reason that you wanted my phone number, but now I feel like the line's being crossed and I'm not into you that way. I mean, instead of letting her do it, like she acting like, oh yeah, she texting me acting like she my girl now. Well, why you ain't put it into that? That's that leading on stuff. Let me get to the rest. Let me hear the rest because I needs to know what's happening. Okay.
He starts to send me screenshots and everything. Um, she would be calling his phone, leaving voicemails, like just being crazy. And it's like it puts me in a weird situation because it's like that's my friend. So like, how do I come to her and like approach her about it? Like I didn't want to come off mean or like whatever the case may be. And then at the end of the day, you gave her your number, so it really don't got nothing to do with me. So I didn't want to.
Bingo. That's exactly what I'm saying. I mean, I don't feel like all about Jazz. I don't feel like she should be responsible for having to shut down her friend from stop talking to her brother. Because like she just said, her brother gave her friend a number. So he needs to tell her, look, you my sister's friend and I'm not feeling you like that. Or you my sister's friend and I don't want to get in between my relationship with my sister and your relationship with my sister. I think it's best that we just stay friends and we don't communicate in this fashion. I mean, but let's see. Let's just keep going, man. Let's just keep going, bro.
get in between that. Like I didn't really say much. Oh, excuse me. And the weird thing is, I didn't really say much either because she didn't say nothing about it to me. Like she wasn't expressing to me that she was blowing his phone down. And
Right. I mean, which is mad weird, low key, because whole time the friend all about Jazz didn't even know that her friend was texting her brother, and I do think that's mad weird. Because like, why would you? Why is that a secret? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, I think I would feel some way if I found out, that one of my best friends was, texting and flirting with my brother, and I literally had no idea. Because that's kind of like sneaky behind my back. Like, you coming over, you hanging out with me and stuff, but like for what? For me or for my brother? And even if it's for both, that's okay. But it's like I don't want to be going to the kitchen getting some orange juice or something, and you following me, picking in my brother's room, you know, getting a little flirty looks and kisses, and I don't know, like being sneaky behind my back. That's weird. That's weird. But I mean, I can see why a friend will hide that. But if you feel like you gotta hide the fact that you are interested in your friend's sibling, it's giving like knock that crush out of your head. Then if you just can't do it, like out in the open, kind of sort of, or be open and honest about it, then it's like don't sneak and do it because that can ruin all about Jazz's relationship with her brother if he never brought it up. And if she did find out, it can ruin her situation, her friendship with the girl. I don't know. It's not worth it. I feel like I'll be like, ooh, girl, your brother is cute. Yeah, girl. You think you would like me? How would you feel, girl? I think your brother, he get kind of cute now. How would you feel if I try to, would you care? You can do it in a joking way, but it's better to kind of have it all out on the table. That's my opinion. Though. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. Part three. Part three.
doing the most and like double, triple texting him or none of that. So it's like
Right.
it
Being
made it
pressed and
weird for me to
scary.
want to come out and say anything to her about it. So yeah, me and my brother was going back and forth about her and saying that's weird. Like that's some real creepy. That's creepy as hell. She's giving weird energy and delusional energy too. So nothing crazy, like
I'm gonna read you what it say on the screen. Let me get some juice. So it says, so I guess this is what she read in my phone and was mad that me and my brother were discussing how weird and delusional she was acting. But babes, it's the truth. That was weird. If I had the messages and voice notes, I would show you all the things she was sending him. Real creepy. Now, this is what I want to know. Are they still friends? Because after this story time, and then you said that it's mad, it's creepy. I wish I could show you. It's giving, are y'all still friends? Because if y'all are still friends, that's nice. But I don't know if you would really have shown those text messages if y'all was friends. If y'all were still friends, rather, because I feel like, yeah, y'all might not be friends anymore after that. Because why are you posting that? It's one thing to tell the story, but it's another thing to post the evidence. I feel like you only do that when you're really not really rocking with nobody no more. But I digress. Let's get to the end of this video.
Because that's still my friend at the end of the day, but that's my brother. So I could say what I really want regardless. Another thing, this is my friend. So she tends to have delusional like characteristics.
So
So
she's like
everything that
this.
she was doing to my brother, like that's her on a regular when talking to
Okay.
people. Like
So it's not
she do stuff like that.
surprising.
So it's like it wasn't even really a shock for me. So those are the only messages that popped up. So now I'm thinking, like, now I'm putting two to two together. Like, okay, so when I had woke up that morning, my phone wasn't near me, and she was acting funny.
Okay, but wait. I feel like as the friend, if that is why she was mad, I feel like it should be understandable. Like you didn't tell your friend that you liked her brother, and then the brother don't know how to approach you to let you know that like, okay, you kind of like going overboard. We ain't really been talking for real, for real. I'm barely kind of like giving you the time of day, and you acting like we more than what we are. So I feel like of course, is someone's gonna say, oh yeah, that's weird, because as the friend, all about jazz, the person doing the story time, I feel like it is weird. Like, dang, that's weird. My friend, she didn't tell me none of this. Dang, I had no idea. Now the delusional part, I mean, I can see how the friend is upset about that, because like, dang, you call me delusional because I like someone and I was flirting with someone. I feel like I would be, a little upset about that. But like to say it's weird and stuff, I feel like that's understandable. Like imagine just randomly finding out that your friend has been trying to talk to and texting and calling and pressing down your brother, and you had no idea that like they were even interested in your brother. I don't know. Let's see. I feel on the delusional part, no, though, for the friend. I do feel bad about that part. Like I probably would be like, damn, you calling me crazy? You calling me crazy? My friend think I'm crazy? I'm delusional. Oh, so that's what you think about me? You think I'm delusional? How long you been thinking I'm delusional? Well, clearly for a while, because All About Jazz literally just said this is her. So, friend, she been thought she was delusional. But haven't we all been? I got a little delusion in me.
Funny that next morning. So you must have went through my phone because immediately after that, you was posting stuff on social media saying how friends is weird and be careful who you have around you because your friends will talk about you and like, oh, damn with it.
How about be careful who you have around you, because your friends will try to get with your siblings behind your back without letting you know. Oh, okay.
And not communicating with me at all. So if you didn't feel no type of way towards me or you didn't look through my phone, why was you not responding to me? Why was you not responding in the trip chat? Why was there no communication with me and you since that night? And one more
Right.
thing. So another thing that I noticed, right? That night that I woke up in the morning and she was being funny or whatever and not really communicating me when I was in her house after the drunk night. I remember going on Facebook and I seen her post a post and I'm at the post what it said right now. So she posted this, right? And mind you, when I had woke up, this has said like 3 hours ago. You know how Facebook will tell you like how long the person posted it ago? And mind you, 3 hours ago,
The
I
world
was
fake is
asleep.
F.
Cause
Nobody
this
can't
was
be
like we
trusted.
didn't get in until like I want to say like 2 in the morning. So once we got in at 2, I was asleep at 2. We got up at like probably like 8. So
Oh, so that was
that
posted
post
the
had to be
night
posted
after
at
the
like
club?
5 o'clock p.m. I'm asleep.
5 o'clock a.m.,
What you
right.
posting about at
So
that
after
time?
the
What was you
club,
doing up all
yeah,
them
she definitely saw
hours
that
to
and
be
then
able
posted
to
that.
even post something like
Post
that
that.
or for something to happen to where you
Hmm.
wanted to post that? You get what I'm trying to say? So yeah,
Yes, we get what you're trying to say.
stay tuned for
Okay, she's telling us to stay tuned for part 4. Like I said, there is 6 parts to this. We gonna stop this video though right here. We gonna pick up where we left off later on. Maybe not this week. Maybe sometime next week. I don't know. I might give it to you tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. I did have something to say though. Oh, I don't know how this story's gonna end, but what I'm thinking is they could have just talked it out. Like I really, I don't like the fact that you was calling me weird and delusional because I was interested in somebody and then all about jazz. Well, I didn't mean to offend you or hurt your feelings, but it was weird because I didn't even know that she was feeling my brother like that. I had to find out from my brother, and then you put me in a position because you my friend and that's my brother, and my brother don't know what to do because he think that you being weird and delusional because you acting like they dating and y'all not dating. I mean, this is where the communication comes in. Like, I hope that they were able to talk about it. I'm not too sure. Oops. I hope they were able to talk about it. I'm not really too sure, but we're gonna find out. But for now, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna catch y'all at a later time. Thank you for tuning in. We're gonna see what's happening next. We're all about jazz, and then we're gonna get ready for the next story time, the next reaction in general. I don't know. Could be a body cam because I'm obsessed with the body cam lately. But we're gonna react to something. But it's Thursday, and I hope everybody watching this, my little nosy neighbors, enjoy your weekend coming up, and stay nosy and stay snacking. Till next time.